Hey Sophia, I just wanted to do this video while I was actually cutting some vegetables for a meat sauce that I'm making for Joe and his friends who are coming over. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I went to see Abuelita today, and I was determined to help her get her finances, not, I mean, under control, yes, but it's just for her to understand how her money is working, right? And because she was saying to me that she keeps on having to take from savings every month, and her savings is going down. And, if that keeps happening, it's gonna run out like in 6, 7 years, I don't know what. Right? So I was like, Mom, we have to figure this out because, like, there's no way that, we can't continue like this. Because then when it runs out, you can't just call me and say, okay, Sadia, I need help. Like, no, we got to try and, like, be proactive about it. So, sorry for all the noise. This is why I'm moving from this house. All this noise, there's so much, like, traffic noise, car noise. You'll know it. You'll hear it as we go through the video. So I went over to her today, and I tried to go through with her everything I learned about finance in the last 8 months now, because I really didn't start my finance journey until January of this year, and it was really a huge turning point. It took me a couple of months to adjust myself to this, but I think at the end of the day, it did more good and offset potential issues for me. So I'm just going to share with you what I did with her. And I wanted to record with her, but I didn't, obviously wasn't going to record her money situation, but just maybe the beginning and just saying, like, here I am with my mom, Mirna, and we're going to do her finances. So anyway, but I'll tell you the process we went through, because this is something that I'm trying to get you to do. I don't think you're really watching any of the videos I'm sending you or really paying attention too much to it. Although you're not bad. You actually put some money into savings, but I think the majority of it you're not. You're actually just spending. I think you're spending it a lot on food and gas and things like that with your friends, which is fine to dedicate some money to that, but I don't think you budget that necessarily, and I think you need to save a lot more while you can. You're living at home. You don't have any expenses here. You have nothing, right? So you should be saving like as much as you can. Not every penny, because we do have to live our life, but I have to try and get you to do that a little more. But anyway, so I'm going to start with what I did with my mom, and maybe that'll help you. Although hopefully by the time you watch this, you're already set and everything's good. So first things first is we have to know what our monthly income is, and then what our fixed expenses are, costs we cannot control, like a mortgage, a rent, a phone bill, what else is fixed? I guess electricity, although that varies, but things you must pay every month. And so I went to, or healthcare, things like that, right? It's not a choice. There's no choice, and you can't decide how much you want to spend on it. Although you could argue that for electricity a little bit, but I'm just going to say it's a flat fee. Let's just for simplicity's sake. So I had her tell me her income that month, and then what are all her fixed expenses. So she has a mortgage, she has maintenance, she has healthcare supplemental, dentist. I think she's paying a lot of money for this stuff. She had a random bill for Aflac. I'm like, why do you have Aflac? But and I don't blame her, because honestly I fell for the whole Aflac thing too. But I told her, I said, if you really don't need it, I mean, if you're not going to the doctor that often, you're wasting your money, because actually you have to go to the doctor and then fill out a claim form to get $20 back. But it's like a lot of work, and the whole point is that you don't do that work so they make money. Anyway, whatever. To each their own. I'm not giving medical, financial advice. This is between me and my mother, and that was what I told her specifically. Some other bills she was paying for AOL. Like, who pays for email? I mean, I guess people do. I just don't. I have a Yahoo account. It's free. I have a Google account. It's free. I use my work email. It's free. Like, there's plenty out there. That, I don't know why she's paying for it, but anyway, those are all her fixed costs. And then the next is spending, and the spending is stuff that you have to perhaps spend money on, but you can control, like groceries. Obviously you have to eat, you have to buy groceries, but you technically can control how much you spend on that. What else? Pharmacy, like medicine, medication. My mom obviously cannot control her medicine, so that would go under fixed costs. But she gets a lot of supplements, which I thought was a little too much. Not a little too much, a lot of too much, because she buys into that whole supplements and natural remedies and all that stuff. So I have to be careful with how I fight her on that. So she's spending like over 560 on that. So I need to just, kind of work on that with her. So that's something that she was very open to, like reviewing, and that's important. She has her charities that she likes to give to. So we just went out through all like her expenses. Also, she buys things for the home, and her accessories and all sorts of stuff. So we went through all of that, and so she can see what her fixed costs are in relation to her income, and then what's left over is her spending. And then she's seeing how much she's spending on each thing. And then she now has the power to make adjustments to that, which was the whole point. And actually at the end, she felt really good about it. Like, she felt like she was more in control. She felt hopeful that, everything was going to work out and she'd be able to save money, which was the whole point. It's almost like, I know you can save money. I know you can. So let's just work it out. And actually, it's very positive. It's very positive for her. So I was really happy to do that with her, and it took about 3 hours. Like, the initial sit down and setting it up is going to take the most time. I use Quick and Simplify that I got from this woman online, Don't Be a Lemon, and I don't know how to link people below, so please look her up. Her name is Elle. Really nice. She actually did a good job talking about her financing, her budget, her challenges, her feelings, how she was a shopaholic, and she had like this body dysmorphia. She thought she was ugly all the time, and how she recognizes these things and deals with it, and was able to get out of debt in, I think, a little over a year. I think she started her channel like last June, and she finally finished getting out of debt, which was, I don't know, $40,000 or whatever it was. Of course, YouTube money helped her a lot, more than the normal person. So she did, at the end of the day, kind of get a break in that sense. Like, her YouTube videos started doing really well because she was very relatable and charming, and I really loved watching her. I felt like she was a friend, and she ended up making a lot of money on YouTube. Anyway. But I liked watching her, is the point. I liked her breakdown of her monthly expenses, and it inspired me to think about that. I'm like, oh, well, how much do I spend on that, right? So she used Quick and Simplify, and I use that app as well. And I find that it's very helpful. It's not completely accurate, but it does help me keep track of all my transactions and where things are, what categories I'm spending in, which is the most important part. I also watch Break Your Budget. I forgot her name. She's also very good. So I think she also does a Don't Depend on Daddy podcast. I think she's got 2 things. I watch both of them, but I really, really, really like Break Your Budget, and that's the one that I'll keep sending you videos of, and I think you should absolutely watch them. It's very accessible. Like, the language she uses, the thought process she uses, very accessible. And it's really good thought process and tips that I think would be really good for you. So I sent you one actually right now, and I hope you watch it. I know you won't, but I'm going to try and push. So that you can get going on that. And yeah, so it felt really good to help my mom. And yeah, I would like to help you as well, or help you help yourself. And like, I'm starting this in my 40s. Like, I just started in January, right before I turned 47. So imagine if you started this at 20, like, I'm thinking how wonderful it would be is if you worked your butt off, you did everything you need to do and put as much money away. By the time you're 30, you really have like options. Like you really don't need to be a slave to any work environment, especially in your line of work. I feel like you're gonna be more kind of your own boss in a way. I mean, you might have a 9 to 5. I have no idea, but I don't see that being like the main thing. Although I think being a teacher is a great idea. A great idea because, you know, that's good money here in New York. And you still have the energy to do other things to make more income. Like I paint and I'm trying to do a YouTube, but although I'm not trying to do YouTube for money, I'm just doing it for you. But if money comes out of it, just ads. I don't want to do any sponsorships. I feel like that would be weird because the whole point is just to talk to you, Sophia. And to anybody else who's listening, I just want to be the friend, the mom, the big sister, whatever I can be to whoever's watching this, to take what they want from this. So I didn't cut anything, as you can tell, because I just got into my talk. But yeah, I'm going to start now to cut, and I am going to stop this video. So, because I don't think I can do two things at the same time, obviously. So, anyway, I love you, Sophia. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.